rewards. So you are one of them, and you have given your email ID. So you should receive a testing, uh, you could say invitation where you can test H2O directly from Play Store.
Okay, okay. I have to check
Yeah.
my email. Yes, I know. I give
I'll
my
get
email.
back to you after the AMA. I'll let you know.
Okay, thanks a lot, man. Thanks.
Yeah. All right.
I'm looking forward to
Uh,
it. Yeah.
yeah. Thank you as well. Great support. So I think let's not wait more. Let's begin the AMA lot to talk. Okay. So as usual, I'll start with Arsenal. Yeah, it's been over a month. I couldn't give you updates about Arsenal, so the best I would start with is we have finally finished the iOS version, pending now since probably over 6 months, 6 8 months. So we have started close alpha testing exactly like H2O we are doing, and it's a close alpha testing, and some of the Arsenal testers are already doing that. I mean, the community members who do the external Arsenal test. So once this testing is passed, Apple should allow us to list Arsenal on iOS after the testing is done, which is also good news. And half of the mobile base probably, or maybe even more, who are on iOS side now can play Arsenal on Apple. So that's a great thing to come, and hopefully that happens fast because there are a lot of people who are still waiting on mobile because of not Arsenal not available on the iOS side. Good. And coming moving forward, we are also doing that with H2O, but we have started with Google Play Store, which is actually very easy for us, which allows us to start the alpha testing before, and once we are now acquainted with how it happens on Apple or iOS store, now we can do it for all our apps. So we are already planning a parallel release for Fanbuild on both Android and iOS, and also for Top G on Android and iOS. So Arsenal is now, as always, it keeps on updating and developing. So we have to see, we are going to see new NFT weapons. NFT weapons is done, like for now you can buy weapons from the weapon shop, but these are just your assets. These cannot be converted as NFTs, but soon you'll be able to apply those skins, customize your weapons, and then convert them into NFTs and move them out of the game into your wallet, and again try trade and sell them, or maybe I do not know, use it as an asset in any other game. We have also we are also working on NFT new maps. New maps are always they bring in a fresh environment to the game, because you need to again strategize and find different ways to improve your game with the help of these maps. So Arsenal, these are the current updates. And then some time ago, I did speak about about a company called as Digital Arms, which is going to provide us licensed IP licensed weapons, which are actually really military weapons, or weapons which are physically manufactured, uh, and we will have the license to use it in Arsenal, and they look super cool. I'm not very sure if those weapons were introduced to you, but yeah, we are going to have a call with them this week, and once the agreement is done, these weapons will be directed to Arsenal, and of course, before doing that, we'll give you an a teaser of how they look. And I can tell you they are the best thing I've seen for a shooter game currently. So you all should, Arsenal lovers should love it. Yeah. So we finished with Arsenal. I'm going to cover all the four games, and then we move on to other topics like blockchains, marketing, etc. After Arsenal, let's talk about H2O. So last week, Friday, we launched H2O as an internal testing app on Google Play Store. Is there live? But of course, not everyone cannot access it. Not everyone can access it. Access it. Sorry. So there are a few internal testers who were helping us since this time to better the game, to provide us feedback, and these are the testers who will be eligible for early alpha testing rewards. One moment, please. जब भी मेरा रहता है जब भी मेरा रहता है बहुत चिल्लाते हो I'm sorry. Yeah, excuse me for that. So yes, and then after the alpha testing goes live, we are of course going to open the app for beta testing, wherein like it'll be similar to Arsenal, where it'll be fully functional. But of course, we call it as beta because we then bypass some of the regulations and the strict rules that these app stores and the other platforms have. Um, it is of course fully playable, but we call it as beta because there are a lot of upgrades which are going to come, and and yes, I hope that you would love enjoying H2O. You would love playing the game. Uh, a good news on H2O side is after looking at the both since so much time, yes, we think the boats are a bit kind of old fashioned or not very well designed, and we are remodeling them, trying to make them look kind of futuristic, more racy, gamey feel. So, to all the alpha testers, you will be getting an update of the app probably by the end of this week. Wherein you can update the app and you will see some, not all of them, because every board takes around 2 to 3 days to remodel and retexture them. Yeah, I hope you like it, and please provide us feedback so that we can work on them and we can yeah, improve on that. Now, initially, S2O is, as I explained last time as well, S2O will be with phase one, play to earn model, wherein you can create rooms.
GM has a meeting started.
Sorry. Oh, choppy. Yeah, where you can create rooms and you can create customized rooms. Like for example, you can create how much wealth is the entry fee and how many winners you can have, how many laps you can have, how many players you can have, and what kind of map you need to select. Yes. Uh, so that should be fun, and you can play with your own friends. Maybe you can invite people from outside. You can form tournaments. Something not very, I would say, difficult to do. And then after the first phase one is acquainted by you people, we'll go into creating these NFTs. The boats can be made as NFTs and taken to your wallets where you can trade and also rent these boats on our NFT portals. For now, we have re-NFT and we are going to improve the NFT portals. I mean, the NFT, sorry, the rental providers, not only re-NFT, not only one options. There are going to be multiple options. Maybe you can find more ways to, or easier ways to generate passive income. S2 is done. Yes. Moving to Fanbuild. Fanbuild, as I said, it's being parallelly built on Android and iOS. So testing on both sides is happening. Uh, it was very evident that we were going to release Funbuild and open beta testing by end of last month. But again, there was, that, we understand. I'll tell you something. Initially when we began with Arsenal, um, we knew that it is going to be challenging, but it is something that has been done before. There are a lot of shooter games. In fact, shooter games is still the most popular game, under every category of, I mean, under every age category. But fan belt is something we had the most experience with, and we thought it would be the easiest to build. But when it is interacting with the blockchain, there are so many things which we can not even dream of pop up. Like we couldn't release last time because if I'm explaining in technical terms, uh, the API hits were so very high that we were uh, completing 1 million API hits in less than 2 weeks. This was happening during testing. So imagine what can happen if there are thousands and millions of players. Uh, so the data providers, we have to again find new ones. Currently, the ones which we have, they provide about 5 million hits. We did give them a custom offer where we would require unlimited API hits. But yeah, we have tried to minimize that, while running the app in the background, while running the codes in the background, so that the app does not fetch the API online while it records the data once in a day. Yeah, I know it might be a bit confusing for you people, but just understand those were technical difficulties and we solved them. Now the team is testing both on Android and iOS. And yeah, I do not want to again commit on a date. I've been committing on a date like since 10 times now, but we are very close to it. There are new UI upgrades with Fanbuild, looking much better now. I mean, it was also a premium looking app before, but the more we test, the more we realize that this part has to be improved. Okay, so the last one is Top G. Many people did ask us what Top G is about. It's basically a kind of sports battle game wherein it very much resembles to Rocket League. The core gameplay will be something similar to Rocket League, but we are trying to, of course, include our expertise, include our experience, wherein some very elevated kind of gameplay will be involved. You need to basically form a team of two, maybe, or you can join a team, and you have to select your cards or your RC cards, and there is a battlefield, and you have to make sure the ball goes on the other side uh, of your opponent. So the more you score, the more you win, and this is the basic gameplay. But yes, blockchain allows us to add a lot of stuff, boosters, weapons to it, and many other powers that you can have while during the gameplay. It'll be very interesting, a very high paced game. So it should be fun for you people. So 4 games, yeah, good enough. Now these games, everyone says, how are you going to make them reach to the audience? Yes, that is a challenge that we have since day one, and with our recent experiences, we have seen, a lot of VCs and investors moving out from gaming platforms, but they have come to a different approach where they only rely on the numbers. So I think it is also important for us to improve the traction. So both for that, and I hope you all know what GameStop is. GameStop uh, is a known brand, and they have entered into Web3 space. They recently partnered with Illuvium, and they're going to launch their Web3 projects probably next quarter or somewhere. And they approached us, and they want Arsenal to be their launching game, which is, I would say, it is brilliant because they are going to bring in the first phase of their introduction, they're going to bring in 2 million players, 2 million actual live active players. So if the conversion rate is even 10%, we'll have about 2,000 players only from GameStop. So we had an agreement with them. We did submit everything about Arsenal. Now they're working on how to work on it. So Illuve is one of them. They already announced it, and hopefully they'll announce Arsenal in coming times. So that will improve a lot of exposure to Arsenal. And Illuvium has also partnered with Telos. This is how we got introduced to them. And Arsenal, yeah, we are working with Telos to put Arsenal on Telos network. Since I moved to blockchain, let me cover all the blockchains we have. Uh, I have always talked about Mantle, Telos, Tezos. Uh, Now we were approached by EOS, EVM, and EOS EVM wants to port Arsenal to their chain, and that's also a brilliant chain for gaming. And the best of all, which is already not going to be, I'm sorry, a very gaming centric chain is Immutable X. And Immutable X, to be honest, they rejected us about I think 8 months ago, saying that we do not qualify for their listing or having them on their chain. But now, yeah, Immutable X is going to list us, and they're going to do a very wide variety of marketing campaign around it. That is also something very cool. And there are a couple of more chains. We spoke to a chain called a Scale. They are basically gasless chain. So what that can unlock is now we do not have in-game transactions while playing the game. I mean, which are actually on the chain. So with Scale, we can still have in-game transactions because there's no gas going on. So we can bring in new uh, options while playing the game. While probably we can use some strategic NFTs, not like anything else. We'll look into it first. We have to integrate and we have to see how it goes. The final one about blockchain would be. Am I missing something? I was missing something. Give me a moment. Yes, Herrera. So, as you all know, we are in the top 20 projects of the accelerator program. There were 170 participants. And this week is going to be the technical integration of Arsenal into Hadera. And we did already submit that to them. And on Wednesday, we are going to have a one-to-one call and explain them how it's going to work. So they are going to shortlist five out of these 20, which will go on to, receiving grants and more of the marketing benefits that they're going to have. And these five projects will be presented to their community. And yeah, a vast network of VCs. So hopefully, let's please wish for us to be the last five. So those five are obviously the winners, and the grants would help us to put into developments of the game to speed up everything that we are doing. Okay, so there are other stuff going on. There are some, contests going on with Solar Adventures. I believe there's also still contests going on with Agora and Kama was together. So please look into that. Uh, and meanwhile, when we are launching these games, S2O, Fanbuild, and Top G, we are making sure the websites are ready by then. So as you know, Arsenal has a dedicated website, Fanbuild has one, H2O and Top G also has one. So we'll make the beta testing live on S2O website, similarly on Fanbuild website and etc. Uh, I think I've spoken enough, and the other stuff as well. There's a lot more to cover. Like since a month, there were more topics. Like we are speaking to a few on and off ramp solutions, wherein you can buy went with any currencies. This we began long time ago, but we did not find a suitable fit. But I think we did find one which allows you to basically do a bank transfer, use a debit card or a credit card uh, with any currency you would want to, and you will receive wealth in your wallet. So that should be good. I'll give you an update on this by next AMA. So yes, that's about it. We'll move to the part where I can speak to you. So, any questions or any suggestions you have, anything you would want to ask, please? I'm yours.
Hi. Can I ask something?
Yeah, please, Shafi.
Okay, or make a suggestion, or to keep the format, I will put it like a question. Um, like in Arsenal, you can have the weapons, and my thought is that if these weapons could be rented out like other NFTs. So
Oh,
players can
which?
choose a weapon after they rent it out. They haven't decided if this is the right weapon for them, and maybe after they rented it out, they will decide to buy it. If that's a good idea, I don't know. I think
Ah,
yes.
no, I mean, yeah, of course, it's good idea. But if I'm trying to understand again, well, please, you want the weapons to be
Rent
to
it
go on
out.
to rentals, yeah, where you can rent them
Hello,
and you can check them
Chappie.
if you want those weapons.
Hello.
It's Shane.
Yeah, Shane, a moment, please. I'm answering Chapi right now. Yeah, thank you. So, yeah, you would want to test it first, and then you want to think if you can buy it or not. Is that what you want to say, or you
Yes,
want to say
you
whether
said
you can
that
rent out the?
the NFT, you will make the weapons as NFT where you can have it in your wallet. And I thought now that maybe it's a good idea to have the possibility to rent it out.
Yeah, of course, of course. Every NFT, I mean, everything which that is called as Fabwelt NFTs can be rented out in the future.
Okay, that's cool. I
And
have another
weapons, yeah,
suggestion related to H2O
yeah,
now. As I heard about the design of the boats,
yeah,
maybe a similar like in the weapon in Arsenal, you could have skins for boats,
yes,
like in a race, like a race car with sponsors on them or any other skin. So you
yes,
can,
of course. See now, let's imagine now, okay? If I can
Chappie,
get 2 minutes of
I
your time.
can't hear anybody. I can only hear you. Is anybody else talking?
yes, please don't speak now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm speaking. You cannot hear me? Okay, fine. Anyway, so Chapi, let's say you have a weapon in Arsenal game. Now, moving on forward with S2O, there'll be modes where you will have a fighting or shooting mode in S2O, where you can destroy the other boats while you're racing. So you can take this weapon and you can add as a customizer or as an upgrade to your boat, and it will still work in S2O game. Now your boat will become a unique boat, and you can have a lot of permutations and combinations with this. You take any NFT from any game and put it in one game, and then you can mint this basically this boat as an NFT, and you can have it in your wallet. You can again go back to the rental portal and you can rent out this boat if you do not want to anymore race with it.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah,
Thanks for the
yeah.
great news we got today.
Yeah,
Thanks,
thank you,
man.
Kapil. That's a lot, clear roadmap. We just need time and everything will come into place before the bull market. As I said last time, 18 months, and we are right on
Can I
time
answer my
for it.
question?
Yeah, sure. Please ask your question. You're muted. All right. Any more questions, people? Anything to suggest? No questions?
Hi, can you hear me?
I was just waiting for you to ask. But yeah, if you're again going to ask the same thing, I'm sorry, I do not have the answer, but yeah, go on.
Oh, okay. So I guess there's no need to ask the question anyway.
I'll get
Can
back to
anybody hear
you.
me?
Yes, John. One moment,
Hello?
John. I'll get back to you. Uh, John, a moment, please. Yeah, I'll answer you
Is
in
anybody out
about an
there?
hour or so, please.
Hello?
Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hello. 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 yes, John. You can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yes, nice. How are
Yeah,
you?
yeah, not too bad. I have a question for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, right. Okay. We did say you did say you were gonna eventually try to hook up with EA Sports. Now I do know you're trying to bring Fabwelt or Arsenal to the gaming councils and stuff. So is there a possibility of a coordinated effort between Fabwelt and like EA to actually bring that to the councils?
Uh, yeah. What you're saying is something. Uh, I wouldn't say it's. Um, we have not thought about, collaborating or speaking to EA Sports until now. We did think long time ago, but
Mm,
EA Sports is not in the agenda currently. And I did not speak about EA Sports. I spoke about GameStop. Probably, I think you're mistaken about it. But yes, if there is an opportunity, why not? And having working with companies like EA Sports would be the greatest pleasure of us. But we would be wanting to collaborate with them until we become something, to that level. Like, for example, the fifth game that we are going to do, as we discussed last year, that it's going to be a kind of a vast RPG game. Probably that can give us confidence to approach to EA Sports and tell us, you want to join hands. We will do the blockchain part. We'll do the development. You give us your expertise as well. But no plans as of now.
okay. Well, that's a possibility in the future. I mean, what's going on with crypto and blockchain? It's unlimitless.
Yeah,
So keep
absolutely.
up the good work. So, yeah, it's a whole
Yeah,
new
yeah. It's absolutely.
new thing. You know.
Yeah, yeah. It's 100% possibility, and I wouldn't disagree on that. But I think all the negativity has to first go out of this space, and this has to become mature. And once everyone
Right.
starts believing it that this is going to be the future, I think that's when these big players are going to come onto the chain.
I agree. I agree. It's just going to take growing. It's growing pains. That's all we're going through.
Yeah,
So, all right. All right. You have a good day and
yeah, you
stay
too.
safe. Thank
You
you
too,
very
John.
much. Okay. Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Yes, thank you, John. Any more questions, please?
Yes. Shane
Yes.
speaking. Um,
Hi,
sorry.
Shane.
Good afternoon. It's afternoon here in the UK.
Okay, good afternoon.
Um,
No, shut
I
that
just
off.
want
So,
to listen.
well,
Yeah,
Oh, hello.
please.
I just wanted to
Yes,
go
you
back
can hear me?
to the weapons. Can we rent those or not?
Yes, we can. That's what Chappie asked. We
Yeah.
can surely rent those weapons. Once, the NFT weaponizer is ready, you can mint these weapons. You can take your wallet and you can go and, put them on rental and do whatever you want.
Okay. Okay. That's all I wanted to know. Thank you very much, and have the
Thank you.
rest.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Thank you.
Yes, you too. Mhm. Yes, people. Any suggestions, any questions? It can be out of Fabwelt also. I'm fine with that. No problem.
Would you be considering launching an ambassadors program?
Sorry?
Would you be launching an ambassadors program?
Uh,
How how
Jonah,
can we, the
no.
community, get active more in your platform?
Yeah, I do understand. See, now let's take into consideration what does an ambassador program consist of. It's basically, providing or collaborating with, um, let's say, people who in turn help us in many ways. Like, it can be for development, it can be for, mostly it is marketing. Yeah, right. trying to spread out the words, trying to educate other people about Fabwelt. Now, what do you expect in return? If I would want to match your expectation, that should be happening in terms of well tokens, because if you want to be a part of the project, we should be dealing in well tokens. Now, what you expect if I start giving you that amount, like let's say you're expecting X USD worth of well tokens every month to be an ambassador. If I give you that amount of wealth, so the self pressure the entire community will face moving forward will be huge. So this is why, we did actually design an ambassador program, but we stopped it because of, we do not want to alter our plans of the tokenomics we have designed. We did, to be honest, we did had a bit of issue initially, but yeah, we had to redesign it, better it so that we'll have a sustainable ecosystem. Now, if you have a good proposal to me wherein you and me or the project will survive, you let me know. I'm ready to listen to it. No problem with that.
All right, Abhishek.
Yeah, sure, Jonah, you can DM me. I'll answer you.
Hey, Shane again.
Yes,
Just
Shane,
want
please.
just want to let you know that if you need any sound engineering stuff, I'm actually a sound producer. Um, if you need anything, just holler at me. Yeah.
Ah,
Sound.
Shane, I just met, I just met you. Could say a bit late. To be honest.
Yeah.
I Yeah, but it's no. I'm still open for the business. Yeah, we can talk in DM.
Okay.
But I can say, to be honest, I was robbed, and that's one of my failures with Fabwelt. I was robbed for the music we made for Arsenal.
Yeah.
I really think the price was much lesser than what I paid for it. But then yeah, I would need music and a lot of stuff for the upcoming game. Sure, we can have a talk and then let's see what you've got.
Also a DJ. Also a DJ and a chef by trade.
Oh, you're a DJ, so we should often meet during the weekends. Sure, thank you, Shane. Yeah, let's talk after the call. Probably,
Okay.
I can listen to some of your artwork and then we can collaborate.
Yeah. Okay. No worries. Cheers.
Yeah, thank you. Ah, damn. Do we
Um,
have one moment, please? Do we have T Star? Yeah, T Star or M Jokun, please. I'm trying to find the article which is about the 100,000 USD worth of symbol hunt. Could you please forward that to me because I have to answer someone about a question and I I I couldn't remember one of the rule. Yeah, T Star or M Jokun, any of you,
okay,
please.
sir.
Yeah,
Let me
thank
find.
you. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Next questions or anything to speak or. By the way, I think we have announced about 10,000 wealth to 5 winners today. Yeah. So would be distributing somewhere during this week after the call. I'll personally DM you people to ask your wallets. Yeah.
Hello, Abhishek.
And
This is Avyayam.
yeah. Hi everyone.
Yeah. Actually, I have two suggestion, and they can be a question also. But
Please.
I wanted to say, first of all, um, if there will be a whitelist system for weapons, as that can bring attraction to the project, like
Mm-hmm.
other projects that they do. Whitelist
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
program so that they can push their more people to know about the project and they get
Yeah.
the whitelist for a weapon just to mint it.
Ah.
Second,
Yes.
will there be a daily, weekly, and monthly quests which pushes players to play and earn extra from the game?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. Your Ryan. Yeah. Uh, So both of your suggestions are questions as well. The first one, um, surely, no, I'll answer the second one where you're talking about the quests. This is something. I mean, it's there in the roadmap since a long time where we would want to have these mystery boxes. So if you have a streak of, I mean, like you just log in into Fabwelt, you'll get a mystery box of different kind of NFTs. Some consumables, which would be free as a sign up bonus so that these people can use. And over a period of time, we can have this streak of playing Arsenal. Like if you're playing about 2 3 hours every day, you can open mystery boxes. But we do have, I believe, daily quests wherein you can, complete some tasks to get extra bonus. If I'm not wrong, but we'll surely consider your suggestion. I mean, it's not something that we haven't thought of, but it's just not into the development part. With the weapons, we have been distributing Dynavelt,
Mhm.
and almost 90% of them have no idea what Dynavelt can be in the future. They are they do not have a floor price yet, but they are going to be very very valuable for the gaming ecosystem. Like for example, the whitelist you are talking about. If you have a Dynavelt with you, you're automatically whitelisted for anything. I mean, let's say for weapons in the future, it can be any for any game. The weapons that we are going to do with digital arms are very high end weapons, and they are very rare, authentic weapons. So we are going to begin something what you have said with them, and let's see how it goes.
Yeah, that will be awesome. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you, Abhiyan.
And also, one more thing that crosses my mind every now and then. That is
Mhm.
about the marketing. What is the future of marketing you are uh, planning ahead?
Yeah, yeah,
As we
absolutely. That
have
is.
known that there are very less people to play, yeah, with.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree. Totally, I agree. Uh, our product is not doing justice to what we should have already. Marketing,
Mhm.
there is a bit. Uh, we did a lot of experiments with marketing, and I can be open with this. The decisions I have taken, I failed almost 80% of them during the initial time, and it did not click. A lot, we wasted a lot of money. So, but it's good that we gained, very good experience with that. And we have been trying to encounter something legit. Like, if I can give an example, we encountered with EA Sports. If you go back and if you check the timelines, if you check the graph, the moment we started with EA Sports, we went from, yeah, I don't know, X2, we went until of, yeah, we did about 10x after EA Sports, because the idea of that plan was so very powerful that the reach was to more than 5 million, 10 million users, and it was completely free, right? So in such cases, even if we fail, it doesn't hurt us at this moment because it's bear market. uh, in between, we got a lot of proposals. Like, I'll give an example. Now you're from IndieGG, right? We did with IndieGG, and I'm again open with this. We did not see the traction that we expected from IndieGG, though. Yeah, they have a bigger bracket of marketing going on. We did take the base marketing, but that was only because we wanted to see how it's gonna work. But it did not work the way we wanted. But yes, they gave us a tailored plan of 3 to 6 months. We just took 1 month. Maybe, it could have worked if we did 3 months. But yeah, again, I did not want to fail, so I just took a step back. So yes, such is the thing. Now, what we are doing is, what I've explained about GameStop, that could be the another leg, which is completely free, but can move the markets, and again we could see a lot of exposure. In terms of having live players, and you are experiencing, you know, some batches where you do not find players to play, that will be solved by the end of this month. I promise you that. You will see a lot of players almost all the time playing. At least, when the world does not sleep during that time, they should be active, and you should find good enough competition to play.
Sure, sure. Also, with this in my mind, I had a suggestion long back, but I maybe hold on to it. But
Mm-hmm.
I think if we go through making people who play the game already, right? And if we make them bring more people and give them rewards, just to
Yeah.
bring people, the players, the right kind of players, which
Mm-hmm.
love to play a game, not just for
Mm-hmm.
1 month or so. So if we add something like that, uh, that we bring, for example, if I bring more than 10 players, and those 10 players are more than what can I active for more than 3 hours a day for
Yeah.
uh, a month,
Yeah.
just an example.
Yes.
And they can get something as a reward just to justify that. And also the one who came because of the player which is playing or referring, and that person also gets something, so that they can be hooked into it, right? So that can be
Uh-huh.
a good approach, I think.
Yes,
It's
of
all up
course.
to
What?
you guys, and I am for sure you guys are doing well. There is no doubt on it.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. So basically, what you're talking about is how guilds operate. So they bring in players, and they take they divide the earnings between the scholars and the guilds. So this is exactly what you're saying. But they are kind of a company, or they're kind of a big community with minimum about 200 players. But like, let's say you know two other friends who are FPS players, where you're bringing on to them, they should get some rewards. Maybe this is what, right? So there's something called as referral program. That's, I mean, if you see the bigger part of it, referral program gives you uh, earnings on both the side, where you get earning from what they play, and they get a sign-in bonus. But if you're saying this is what you think can be done, again, rewards are good. We can give rewards today. We can start giving rewards now, and we can start in a good way. But after 6 months, we wouldn't exist then. So it spoils a lot of tokenomics.
Yeah, I can
So,
understand that.
but yeah, but we
Mhm.
seriously have to find solutions. Like, if traction is not coming, we have to find solution, but that should not come at a cost of ending the project. But since you have said, I'll, every time I do AMA, I go, I revisit. I have a We all have a team meeting. We discuss the points. We replay the AMA, and then we, try to implement all the ideas that have been said, or a part of them which can be implemented now. Like, your idea, if I implement in the bull market, would do wonders. If I do now, then I have to make it so tailored that
Yeah,
the token pressure is not being, increased.
yeah,
Yeah.
I understand that. I understand that.
uh, Thank you.
Thank you so much for answering the questions. And
Yeah.
it was nice talking to you. Yeah,
Have a great.
thank you
Yeah,
so
likewise,
much.
likewise. Have a good day. Good night. Sorry.
Thank you. Yeah, yeah, thank you.
Yes, ma'am, guys. Anything more?
Hi. Hello. This is
Uh,
Hello,
more.
sir.
so two people are
Hello.
speaking. Let's speak to Murtaza first.
Hello.
James Bond.
Yeah, yeah. Can you
Hello.
hear me?
Yeah, I
There are
can hear
three.
you.
One moment. There are three people speaking now. I'll speak to Murtaza first. Murtaza
Yeah,
first,
it's me.
and then the rest.
Okay.
Yes, Murtaza, please.
Can I ask my
Hello,
question?
this is Murtaza.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Hi.
My question about the gaming verse. I'm really intrigued by how you plan to connect all your games in one digital reality gaming verse. That sounds like an awesome way to make gaming more diverse and connected for the players. My question is, how do you plan to connect all your different games, sport games, Arsenal, and other games in the future in the gaming verse? And how do you ensure that the gaming verse is, coherent, consistent, and compatible across all your games?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good question. That was asked sometime before during an online interview to me. How are you gonna do this? So basically, it's just adding one more dimension of what we are doing now. So on Web3, we will build something called as Gamers Portal. That is, in the second part of the year, we should have started. We couldn't because of the other games. So this game will connect every gamer out there, irrespective of what games they are playing, and it will allow the interaction of every gamer. Uh, like let's say you are good at shooting, I'm good at racing, so we can interact with each other, we can exchange our skills, maybe we can exchange our NFTs, and it will also give an individual uh, I would say education or plan to the gamer. I can, if let's say if I'm bad at shooting games, I can try to avoid it since I'm investing, or maybe I can take it up as a challenge and improve it and improve my investment again. So this, we are going to take it to the extra dimension, which is the virtual reality. So when you're in the virtual reality, you'll have again one user identity, wherein you'll have an arena. This arena will have pods, and you can choose any pod. Every pod will represent a game. So if you go to the pod, it will take you to the virtual reality game, right? In the virtual world. And while you are playing this game, every asset that you have in the game, you can take this asset to any other game, like how you're doing right now, how you're going to do right now. So this is how the interoperability function will also, you know, will be justified, or will be operable in the gaming verse we're going to build. So it's what everyone calls that metaverse. We call it as gaming verse because it's of course related to gaming, and it's not only going to be just play games. It is also going to be a platform where uh, you can interact with people, like let's say in the gamers portal, you're being taught by some other guy. That guy can teach you in actual virtual real world how to get better at his expertise of game. Now this idea, if I'm telling you verbally, can be a bit confusing, and it also very tough to imagine how we are going to build it because it's not easy. It requires, um, to be honest, a hell lot of development. So the metaverses which we are looking at, they are, to be honest, nothing. Metaverses do have a lots and lots of uh, uh, you know parameters and conditions to consider. So we are going to make our metaverse both for gamers and non-gamers. Like, for example, in H2O, we can introduce a garage which will, mint boats. And the garage people do not have to be gamers. They can be people who have actually the idea of building boats. They can be engineers. And just imagine taking that to virtual world where you are actually looking at the real size boat, and you can see what's going on into the construction and how you can upgrade the boat. Yeah, but this is a whole lot of development. We will only begin, when this will give us a good bull market wherein, the revenue generation is high enough that we can set up a whole new team for this plan, but it's still there on the in the roadmap.
Yeah, that seems really cool. Thank you for your explanation.
Yeah, thank you, Murtaza. Have a good day.
You too, have a good day.
Fabrianch. Yeah, I do not know how to pronounce your name. You can please ask your question.
So I think at the moment the market situation unstable. Do you have motivation for investor to keep your token in the long run?
Do I have motivation?
Yes.
Sorry, can you again, please? Can you please again ask me the question, if you don't mind?
So I think at the moment the market
Mm-hmm.
situation unstable. Do you
Mm-hmm.
have motivation for investor to keep your token in the long run?
Yeah, of course. This is why we are doing, we have, uh, we have, what word do I use? But we have separated us from the market sentiment, and that has helped us in a very good way. Uh, we do not to what the market is like, oh, well, it is going down, and we close our offices for a week until it's going up, and we do not work. That's not going to happen. It's a long plan which we laid, and it's a very very hardcore belief we had. I'll give you a simple example. I've said this before, but I've played games when there was no internet and when there was no computers, when there was no mobiles. I've played games on my television using a video game console, and then internet took over. A revolution or revolution happened, and right now we play almost every game on Web 2, like multiplayer games. So we believe that their gaming needs again a revolution, which is the blockchain gaming. So I think that belief should be enough. So we do not give a damn about what the market is. We just keep on developing. The market will get better. I think I answered your question.
Yes. Thank you so much. A
Yeah,
great
thank you.
explanation.
Can I have another question?
Yes, please.
I'm curious about how you deal with challenge of making games in this fast-paced and competitive gaming industry. I mean, it seems like gamers like myself are always looking for something new, exciting, and fun, and they have high standard for graphic, gameplay, and story. My question is, how do you keep up with the trends and the feedback from the users, the gamers, and how do you balance your vision, your vision about your ecosystem with the market demands?
Yes. Uh, Before the question, the answer was easy, but now I think it's a difficult answer where we have a vision, but it often happens what the community demands. We have to reshape what we were going to build earlier, which is also good because let's say we are a team of five, for example. We are thinking on a game and we're designing and building the game. Now, do I need to trust my team if things go wrong, or do I need to trust a community of maybe 100,000, 10,000, 20,000 who are giving us feedback? So we often try to incline towards community feedback more because they are more than us. So many minds working together and telling us that we are doing something wrong. We, of course, do take their feedback more valuable than what we think. But sometimes it goes into so technicalities that we have to believe in ourselves, even if the community is not behaving correctly or not happy about it. We know eventually after they see the end result, their opinion is going to change. So it's a very fragile balance between team and community, and we have to keep it as long as we can. Sometimes it happens, it does imbalance, but that's okay. That's where the other core values come, which is faith and belief. Even there are times when we are not satisfied or we disagree, we stick to the plan and we stick to moving forward.
Thank you very much for your explanation.
Thank you, Murtaza. Have a good day. Yes, any more questions, people? By the way, yeah, I was we were talking about Welt blockchain. People were actually very excited about Welt. Where is it? When is it going to begin? And I think I did not mention it earlier, but it's it's always being developed. It's I mean, we divide our working hours based on this. There's a good amount of time goes into Fabwelt games, but the blockchain is still in place, and yeah, the idea is looking very nice. Of course, for gamers, more profitable, and let's see when we can reveal that. Yeah. So I think we have had a good session today. Any questions, please drop it in the main TG. Probably I can answer you in an hour. I'm starving right now. I'll have some food and see you guys again in 2 weeks in Twitter space. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much for the support.
Hello, sir.
Great back. Bye bye.
Hello.
Thank you for your time.
Yes, James Bond.
Yeah,
You were going to
I
say
want to
something?
ask a question. Can I?
Yes, please.
Okay, my question is one of the problem with NFTs is that the entry fee and minting gas is always on the high side for the small investors with little cash. So will everyone be able to invest in your NFTs or only for large capital investors?
Um, do one thing, please, James Bond. Could you please DM me a question? I can send you an answer in written if you don't mind.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a good
Can
day,
you answer
guys.
here? If you answer here, it's great for me.
Yeah, because I did not understand your question. So if you can repeat again, let's do that now.
Okay, 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 okay. Mm, yeah. One of the problem with NFTs is that the entry fee and minting gas is always on the high side for the small investors with little cash. So will everyone be able to invest in your NFTs or only for large capital investors?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So have you ever tried to purchase an NFT from a marketplace?
No, 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 no.
Yeah. So I think there your answer will be solved. I can tell you. I do not know what high investment means, but according to our standards, we have kept, we have tried to keep it as low as possible so that everyone can afford it. And gas fees depends on which blockchain you are. So we are not on Ethereum yet. So apart from Ethereum, not there are not many blockchains which are as high as Ethereum. So we are on Polygon and Binance chain. The gas fee should be on Binance, it's in cents, and on Polygon right now, because of front running, it did shoot up high, but it's still less than $1. So you can invest in Fabwelt NFTs, and it wouldn't take much away from you.
Okay, okay, thank you. And to ask
Yeah,
another question about gaming.
yeah, please.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Earning in the game is important, but having fun is more important. To what extent does your project focus on the entertaining aspects of the game?
I lost you again. Ask your question slowly. It's okay.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay. My my question is earning in the game is important, but having
Mm-hmm.
fun while earning is also important. To
Yeah.
what extent does your project focus on the entertaining aspects of the game?
Mm-hmm. Good. So, have you played our games?
Yeah, yeah.
You have played Arsenal.
Yeah,
Game? Is it not? I'm asking you. Is the game not entertaining for you? You don't get my question. If you have played our games, we try to keep the fun part before the earning part, and that's our motto. That's why we are building games. We do not want to be a kind of money sucking platform where we try ask you to invest about $400-500, and there's no gameplay and you just take money out of it, which is also cool. For some people, it's kind of it's good if I'm putting $400 and I have the opportunity to take $1,000 every day. It is nice, but on the other side, some gamers actually really do not give a damn of how much I'm putting and how much I'm getting. They give a damn about what pleasure I'm getting by playing the game, and that's what we do. So you are saying you've played Arsenal, but I really do not think so. You do play Arsenal once, then you will understand what kind of entertainment is there in the game, and then when the other games are live, uh, yeah, you tell me if there is no entertainment. I'll be the one to take your feedback and try to improve on that part.
thank you so much.
Thank you for your questions. Have a good day. Yeah, thank you, people. So let's meet again in 2 weeks, and yeah, have a good day. Bye bye.